What an amazing game. Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, let me just put the camera down. What an amazing game, Tottenham Hotspur. Club the club, unbelievable game. We see how the left wing backs and right wing backs really came into play in today's game. We saw how the midfield winks did very well. Hoybio was, Hoybio, he was good. A little bit too many back passes from Hoybio, but I think in general we were strong, we were aggressive, and that's really all we really want in a Leeds game, especially because they've conceded 31 goals. They've got a goal difference of minus 31. That's the second worst in the whole Premier League, which is absolutely abysmal. You see Norwich is minus 14. That's the worst goal difference in the league so far this season. So let's start with the play ratings. But before we go into the play ratings, I just want to give a special shout out to Matt Doherty. Unbelievable game he had. I think especially for him, because we know as fans, not many of us like Matt Doherty in a team. Not many of us think that he is a good player. Same with Ryan Sessegnon. A lot of players don't think Ryan Sessegnon is a good. A lot of people don't think Ryan Sessegnon is a good player. But you know what? I think they both did amazingly well today. And so credit to them for all of what they did. So yeah, you can never go wrong with that. All right. So player number 1, we have got the one, the only Capitan Hugo Louise. He played a decent game, very decent. He didn't have. He wasn't too good, but he wasn't too bad. I'm gonna give him a solid 7. He didn't do too much. He didn't save too much. So it's a clean sheet, so that's definitely at least a 5. The reason why I'm not giving him more than a 7 is because of he came out. But if you come out as a goalkeeper, you have to attack. You have to make sure you get the ball and you don't waste any of your chances that you got with the ball. And he got the ball on one of those corners, and I don't remember who it was, but one of those Leeds players started running and just tackled Louise like it was a piece of cake. Just tackled him easily, and I don't think that's what our goalkeeper needs to be doing. We all know he's not very good. When you want to try and take him, when you want him to come out to try and defend, he's not very good. But he is definitely a world-class goalkeeper, and he should be doing better. Luckily for us, the Leeds United goalkeeper actually missed the Leeds United player actually missed that chance. But we definitely need to do much better. So yes, 1 second. Want a shout out. Join the live. I'm just doing an Instagram post, so whoever's here, comment down below what your name is, and you guys will get a shout out in the story, in our next story. So yeah, that's 100% guaranteed. You guys will get this shout out after our live. So yeah, so stay tuned till the end. So Hugo Louise obviously gets for me a 7. Well, for me, Spurs Live, he gets a 7. Once again, wasn't too good, but wasn't too bad. He did his job, kept a clean sheet. Whether we like it or not, he did the job we wanted him to do. So that's all we can ask. Next up, we have got Christian Romero. 7.5 is the rating I gave him. Personally, I think he had a very good game. In the air, he won a lot of the duels in the air. Obviously with his header, he's very aggressive, and I think he had a good game overall. I think there was a couple of times where he could have done a bit more. The cross, he could have crossed the ball a little bit more, given it a little bit more accurate pass when he went down the right hand side. But and other times I think he was a little bit out of place in the defense. But I think overall he had a solid game. He was the one who was trying to drive the team forward. He's always a defender who tries to move the team forward, because you see Eric Dier, we'll get onto him later, but he passes the ball not in the most let's just say accurate way, and it kind of frustrates me as a Tottenham Hotspur fan to see this kind of thing. Once again, comment down below what your name is, so we can obviously give you guys a shout out. But yeah, so let's just ask you guys a question. Who was your favorite player in today's match? So Make sure you guys comment that down below who yours was. Mine obviously has to be Harry Kane. So we will get on to him later. So make sure you guys stay tuned until the end of the live. So Eric Dier, he gets for me a solid 7 because he did a well job. Like, he did a good job. He helped the defense get communicated. That's the one thing we've been lacking, the communication between the defenders. We saw a little bit of a lack communication between at the end between the defenders, and that very much annoyed me because I know we could do much better in that situation. We've got 4 viewers, so make sure you guys go comment down below what your name is so you guys can get a shout out at the end, obviously. So yeah, right. So yeah, every time gets for me a 7. Also, in the first half, I think it was, he gave a very misaccurate pass, and it drove me very, very mad. So yeah, 7 for me, clean sheet obviously, and we move on to the next player, which is Ben Davies. He gets for me a 7 as well. I think everyone gets a 7 except for Christian Romero, who got a 7.5. I think Ben Davies gets for me a 7 because he did well overall. But the thing that annoyed me most was the end of the defense. 1 second. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, was the end bit. Was the end of the second half. He gave away a very, very easy chance for the defenders. I was not happy at all with that, and I think he should do much better. And he's a professional player, and he cannot be doing those kind of mistakes. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Obviously, we need the support as much as you can. It helps with the algorithms of YouTube. It helps with the analytics and whatever. Basically, yeah, subscribe if you're new. Next up we got Ryan Sessegnon. He got for me a solid 8.5. Very, very solid. It was nice. I had a good game. Amazing cross to Doherty to secure the first goal. Did not expect to be 3-0 up in the 15th minute. Very, very shocking performance from Matt Doherty. Not in a bad way, in a very, very good way. He surprised us all, I think. As soon as we saw Matt Doherty on the lineups, I did not think he was good. I think it was going to be a long, long evening. I'll tell you why. Because the way Leeds play, they're very open. So by them attacking us, we could have gotten 2 or 3 goals. They hit the crossbar, they hit the post, they should have scored an open goal. We could have drawn. We could have won 4-3, obviously. But the fact is that we did not have an amazing game defensively. Also the free kicks and the corners have to improve. The first 30 seconds or even the first minute, Leeds had a free kick. They could have easily scored if Matt Doherty wouldn't have marked his man. Sorry, I've got a little bit of cold. He should have marked his man and should have done much better. But I think in general, Ryan Sessegnon had an 8.5. Amazing cross to Matt Doherty. Defensively, he did well. I think this match, he really took on his man sometimes, and that's really what we all want from Ryan Sessegnon. I think he's got really good potential, but yeah. So something I just recently heard from the We Are Tottenham TV is that I just listened to it. Is that I think it was Brian who said, do you think that Antonio Conte is giving Ryan Sessegnon more time because he knows that that Real Madrid are gonna activate Reguilon's buyback clause. So I don't know about that. Comment that down below if what you guys think. I think that is a huge theory. Brian Daigle, I don't know if you're watching this, but yeah, it is a huge theory. So we'll have to see. Make sure. So yeah. 1 second. Give us a second. Sorry about that. So we are back, and we are on to our next next defender, which is a very solid defender. He did an amazing job today. Coolest man Poop says Cess did really good. I agree. You are spot on there. I think Cess did really well. We will need to sign a left wing back if Reggie leaves. Yeah, we will have to, and it's just interesting to see who it will be. I wonder who it will be. Just what do you think? Who do you think it will be? It's gonna be interesting. Number one. Number two. Oh, sorry. Number two. Who is it gonna be though? Is it gonna be a decent one, or is it gonna be a terrible one? I hope it's gonna be a very, very good one, but we will have to see. So. Right, next up we got Matt Doherty. An amazing game he had. He got for me an 8.5. Another solid performance. I can't believe I actually said this. He had a solid performance, and yeah, what do you think about Matt Doherty's performance? I mean, it surprised me. He got 8.5 because of his defending. He did very well defending. He did good attacking. He got into spaces. In times, I think he should have crossed the ball in more. But what's up, Thomas Rothery? What's up, bro? Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate it, bro. Shout out at the end of the game. At the end of the live, Gabby Paul. What's up? Sorry, I wasn't in. All good. Thanks for joining. Now we are live currently, and we're giving my player ratings reviews. So, just so you guys know, I'll give you guys a quick recap. Hugo 7, Romero 7.5, Eric Dier 7, Ben Davis 7, Ryan Sessegnon 8.5, and right now we are on Matt Doherty, who gets an 8.5. Attacking wise, he did very well. I enjoyed the way he opened up the play, but yeah, 8.5 is for me for Matt Doherty. Don't have much to say about him except for an amazing match for him. Yeah. Coolest Man says solid goal and assist. Yeah, what about assist? He had a solid assist as well. Fair play to the dude. It was nice. It was a nice finish and a nice assist at the same time. And what else can you ask for the guy that barely appears on the Tottenham Hotspur? Doherty. Gabby says Doherty was amazing and he got his first Premier League goal. I know, it's absolutely crazy. So yeah. It was pretty much. So yeah. All right. Next up, we have got the man himself, Pierre Hoybio. Listen. I think he did well. Don't get me wrong. I think he did very well. But he didn't have an amazing game. The thing he's doing lately is he passing back, and it's not like Hoybio. Hoybio always takes the ball forward. He drives forward. You saw one of those attacks. Hoybio was just running. We got 5 views in here. Wow, amazing! Make sure you guys subscribe. Yeah, let us know who's watching. Subscribe to the channel. We're on 334. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Come on. Pierre Hoybio was running forward quite a lot of the game. He wanted Tottenham Hotspur to attack more. They could have conceded more than 4 goals, but it is what it is. Coolest Man says Viking. Yes, he is a Viking. It is him. Right. So yeah, I didn't really see much of Hoybio. I can't lie, so can't comment. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't see much of him, but he helped control the midfield. That's one of the things I did see. He intercepted a couple of the passes, which was good. So he's getting for me a 7. So yeah, Harry Winks, the former English international player, he gets a 8 for me. He had a good game. He had a very good game. An amazing pre-assist to what's his name? To Ryan Sessegnon. We got 6 people in here. Amazing support. Thank you guys. So yeah, amazing pass to Ryan Sessegnon to give the assist to Matt Doherty. I think it was a clean pass because he had to do that pin perfect. If it would have gone a little bit too fast, Ryan Sessegnon would not have gotten that. The defenders helped in a bit. Leeds defenders helped because they opened up the play for Harry Winks to slide that pass through so neatly to what's his name, to Ryan Sessegnon in order to cross it to Matt Doherty for that amazing finish. I was impressed with Winksy then when we needed him. Coolest Man says, I agree, we did need him, and he's a great passer. So yeah, that was amazing by him. Yeah, so, next up, we've got Dejan Kulusevski. Unbelievable game he had. He got a 9 for me. I don't remember giving him a 9 ever. So yeah, make sure you guys comment down below what you guys think Dejan Kulusevski gets. He got to 9 for me because it was a solid goal, solid performance from him, a well-class performance from him. I liked how he tried to go for the same place twice when he scored the first goal, and then he came back and attacked, and he tried to score on the bottom right corner. I don't know why Leeds goalkeeper did not get that. That was a bit stupid from his point of view. And yeah, it was sad for him not to get that. But you know, Dejan Kulusevski played a very good game. I liked how he calmed the play down sometimes when we actually needed it. But I think in future, I think he should attack more, less play the game down, because we got players like Harry Kane who can do that situation. And yeah, it was an amazing goal, says Gabby. I agree, it was a fantastic goal. I really liked it. I didn't even believe he actually got that goal, because the goalkeeper should have saved it. But Dejan Kulusevski got his goal. Matt Doherty got his goal. And yes. So next up we've got Hyun Min Son. Unbelievable. One thing just to say, 1 second, guys. Coolest man, as you know, we answer the comments you guys send here on the live first before we answer that you guys send us on Instagram. Coolest man Pop says, hopefully that's a sign of him settling in the Prem. Yes, I agree. I think he's gonna take more time to settle in than Bentancur, and yeah, because he's 21, he's unexperienced, so yeah, he lacks experience, but that's still good. Gabby says, I think give it a few months and his pace will improve as well. That's the main thing. But he's also very strong, so the pace and the physicality helps a ton. Korsman says better. Yeah. So yeah, Dejan Kulusevski gets for me a 9. Good goal all round. Yeah. And Hyun Son also gets for me a 9. I can't believe I actually gave 2 players the same rating. Very high rating, 9. His first touch let him down several times in the game, and I've said this every single live. His first touch let him down, big time, and it always does, unfortunately for him. If he can get his first touch much better, he can get more goals. But this season isn't really for Heung Son. He could do much better, but you know, we gave him a 9 for a reason. He had an amazing game. He got a record with Harry Kane. We're going to talk about that very soon. But yeah, great game all round. I think he what's the word? He looked for Harry Kane most of the time. He looked for Harry Kane. They wanted to get that record, and the last goal just proved why they are the best duo with the most assists or goals or goal contributions together in the Prem. So yes, in Prem history. So last one we got the man himself, Harry Kane. But before we go on, we got to answer the chat in the YouTube. Sonny has been pretty inconsistent, but hopefully he can be more consistent in the future. I agree. Hopefully he can be more consistent in the future, and that will definitely help his game develop even more. So Harry Kane gets a 10 for me. I've never given a 10 in my life. Of the YouTube, but today is the day where I do give Harry Kane a 10, because all round he was just class. He was just unbelievable in every single aspect of his game. Coolest man says, I'm seeing more of those driving runs from Sonny too. Yeah, he could do better, but we're talking about the man himself. He's one of our own. Harry Kane, he's one of our own. Unbelievable game. There's no words to explain. I think he's better than Benzema. He's better than Lewandowski. I can't pronounce his name. Lewandowski. I think he's better than any striker in the world currently. Haaland, I think he's better. I think Harry Kane is the best striker because he's all round the best striker in the world. I mean, what can you ask for more? Then an all-round striker, he creates stuff. And that's the problem with Tottenham Hotspur that benefits Harry Kane. He likes to create stuff. He drops back to create stuff for other players, for Heung Son, for Dejan Kulusevski, for Matt Doherty, for Ryan Sessegnon, for, you know, even Emerson Royale when he came. Gabby said they get rid of Sonny in the summer and would collapse our team if he went, because he sets up a lot of goals. I agree. Harry Kane is classed as coolest man. Yeah. So if Harry Kane does leave, he will definitely collapse the Tottenham Hotspur team, because the reason why we're not actually the reason why we're creating so much is because of Harry Kane. And yeah, that's all I've got to say really about the player ratings for Harry Kane. So in general, let's just sum up the player ratings. Once again, Hugo Louise 7, Christian Romero 7.5, Eric Dier 7, Ben Davies 7, Ryan Sessegnon 8.5, Matt Doherty 8.5, Pierre Hoybio 7, Harry Winks an 8, Dejan Kulusevski a solid 9, Harry Kane 9, and a boomer for Harry Kane. Unbelievable game. Kulusman says Harry Kane is a dream striker because he pass, create, finish, and has physicality too. I 100% agree with you. Hopefully I can get the chat working next time. I can just import the chat that we got here into the live, so you guys can actually see from people's point of view. But yeah, so let's just talk a little bit about the most Premier League goal combinations. We gotta give credit when credit is due, and Harry Kane and Heung have just broken a record for the most Premier League goals combination. And yes, so in 5th place we got Anderson and Schengen with 27 together. We got Henry and Perez at 29 in 4th place. 3rd place we got Aguero and David Silva, an unbelievable duo, 29. 2nd place we got Drogba and Lampard. I mean, them two were just unbelievable. Arguably Drogba was one of the best strikers in Premier League history. Lampard arguably the best midfielder in Premier League history. 37 goals together, and Harry Kane 36 goals together between Drogba and Lampard, and Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, the English captain, the South Korean captain, the unbelievable duo. They have 37 together, an unbelievable record, unbelievable record to have hold in the Premier League. And yeah, it just shows how good Tottenham Hotspur duos are in real life. In real life, they're just so deadly. Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. We saw last season. A lot of it came from last season. Well done, congratulations to them too. They both deserve it very much. Before we end the live, let's just talk a little bit about the team stats. Shots. Leeds had surprisingly more. They had 19 shots, with 3 shots on target. That is in comparison to Tottenham Hotspur, who had 15 shots and 11 on target. That's good. 11 shots on target, but unfortunately we were only able to score 4 goals out of the 11 shots on target. Unfortunately, and Leeds were able to unfortunately score 0. It is what it is. Possession, we had more, but not by a lot. We had 51% of possession. They had 49, so it's not a big difference in possession point of view. Passes, we just about beat them to that. We got 474 passes in between the Tottenham Hotspur players, and Leeds United have 449. Pass accuracy, we once again just beat them with 88%, whilst Leeds United have 86%. Fouls, they have 16, we've got 11. Yellow cards, they had 4 yellow cards, while we had half of them, which was 2. Red cards, which was 0. Offside, we had 3 offsides, which, if I remember correctly, it was Ryan Sessegnon. I think Harry Kane was maybe offside once, and Dejan Kulusevski, I'm guessing. But I know Ryan Sessegnon was definitely offside. Corners, we had 6. And they had 3. So what do you guys think about the corners? I think in corners and free kicks in general, I think we should have Winks on them, because he's much more clinical in that. He's got more accuracy, and I think that would be better for everyone. So yeah. I've been talking for a long time. Alright. So let's just read out a couple of the chat. So right. Gabby said Kane is amazing. Coolest Man says Harry Kane is a dream striker. Yeah, we already said this. Gabby says Davis did amazing with saving that goal from the Leeds player. Definitely confused why Lloris came out that far. I agree, it was very confusing. I didn't understand why he came out. It was not supposed to happen, but it is what it is. We got a clean sheet, and that is amazing. Coolest Man said everyone had a dream game. I agree. It was an amazing, and it was a perfect time to play Leeds, because they conceded 6 goals to Liverpool out back in the other game. But yeah, so an amazing time to play them. Gabby says these two are unstoppable. They're literally unstoppable. Coolest Man said I'm so scared of Rafinha. Gabby says I wonder if Rafinha will lead them in the summer. Coolest Man said he should. And that is what it is. So yeah. Once again, thank you all so much for joining the live. Gabby, you're getting a shout out. Kursman, you're getting a shout out. Thanks so much for being so consistent on the live. I appreciate it. Make sure you can share the live, drop a like, do all the things, and as always, come on you Spurs, and Daniel Levy out, Ennick out. That's really how I will always end the live. So yeah, come on you Spurs.